ladies and gents, we should be live on YouTube, not on Twitch this time. So as you can see, I'm going to play as the Norsca tribe. 1 second, I just need to send a message in Português. Você não precisa. Eu estou fazendo Duolingo só para praticar. Mas obrigado. Sorry about that. So let me turn the phone off. Not off, turn onto mute and off vibrate. And we're going to do some Norscaning. I can't say Vikinging. I couldn't say that, but they are fairly Viking. So I've played them a bit. I've played up to 4 episodes worth for the YouTube channel for a Let's Play series. Actually, I can go all the way to the end and recruit, can't I? I don't want to recruit first. I do want to recruit first. I'm an idiot. I really don't have much experience with them. One thing I learned is about Confederation and how to get early Confederation with the guys that are near you. This, I don't remember. I think it was up here. We went with Marauders first. This gives money or something. Let's go with that. That looks fine for me. And in turn. I haven't played them much. I know that everyone right now, no one's going to give a shit about Norsca anymore because the most popular YouTubers have access to Total War 2. I don't know how. I've decided not to look at it at all, not to pay any attention to it, because everyone is playing Skaven, and Skaven is the one faction I don't want to know about. I don't know I don't even want to see what they look like on the map. I don't want to know about how their cities work, their social structure, their gods. I don't, the history is fine, but this kind of thing, like on map, do they have this kind of thing? Can you worship different gods to get a final objective or something, or does it work like a Bretonnian campaign, or what? I don't want to know any of that really until I get in there. Just turn this up a touch. So I'm avoiding watching what they do. Now we could start raising this. Who do we want? If we raise it for the eagle, we get the other legendary lore, which I'm not that worried about, because I'm going to get the eagle god happy or whatever through my YouTube campaign. So I'm going to change to something else. So what I'm going to do, sacking it is only 500. It doesn't do much. Let's raise it for. So what does the hound do eventually? Let's have a look, see, shall we? Who's this? This is the serpent. Upkeep for all units. That's pretty useful. Come on, show me. Upkeep for all units and law recruitment level. And the final is a specialist chaos sorcerer. Clear the tormentor will be recruited to fight for your faction. That sounds interesting. Devastating plague does sound interesting as well. A unique, extremely powerful hell cannon battery. I'm going to go with the hound. What is this one? No, the serpent. I'm going for the serpent. So we're going to raise for the serpent. Yes, I have. Now, I can colonize in the same turn. I didn't know that. But that's cost me a decent amount in terms of, well, not a lot in time, but let's recruit whilst we're here. One of each should be fine. And Wolfric has himself a skill. Now, as I said, I am playing through this in single player or non-streaming, in the non-streaming sense, but at the same time, okay, so they're at war with us already. That's a bit crazy. Okay. Let's get moving. And let's recruit again. So we want 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's fine. We're going to put this in here, or actually we'll put it back in Doomkeep because it's better protected back there from any Empire or Bretonnia or Kislevian or whoever's going to come and attack up here. It should be better protected back there. That's my thinking anyway. So we need to replenish units. Let's keep moving though. We've got to get up here ASAP. Now, do I go and attack them, or do I finish off the Varg, scaling, sorry. I think it's probably best to finish off the scaling for now. We're low on money, and we're going to be even lower on money in a second. Once I built this, we might have to do a bit of stacking. Well, raiding is our bread and butter anyway, so we'll do a bit of that. I should be almost fully replenished now. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good to go. Now, whose settlement is this? This is scaling. Okay, this is Doomkeep. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna raid. And I'm not sure whether to start working on him or work through here. In my single player campaign, I've worked along here, and he doesn't seem that good at fighting. I've got to be honest with you. He seems to get his ass kicked a lot. I'm not sure. This is pretty useful. Marauder Hunter units. What have I got? Are these... What are those guys? Marauder Hunters, yeah. I really do like the Javelin units. I really do. So I might work my way through there. I don't know. There's something about Javelins. There's just the physicality of them, the size of them, compared to, say, crossbow bolts. Oh, really? This is crazy. God damn. Okay, well, we're going to move up raiding and see what happens. We could take this straight away, but we'll see. They might attack us. I don't know if they do attack us. I actually don't know what's going to happen because we're in raiding stance. They might be able to take us out. I'm not sure. Nope, they don't attack. So let's keep going. Okay, they are building up an army, which is not what I wanted. Can I go a little bit further with this? God, I hate the snow. Why didn't they change the colour? No, I think... Oh, yeah, because that's maximum range. Okay. And we're going to build... This is just income. Where's growth? There's growth. Let's get some growth in this province. One mistake I made the first playthrough I tried was I assumed that being up here in the north, you would just run and conquer and confederate within like 20, 30 turns. You're going to have the whole of the north. Damn. You're going to have the whole of the north. This is really not good. I think I'm dead already. How am I going to beat this? They've got one unit of trolls. We have the equivalent of 2 units of cavalry. They've got 4 range units, which is an issue. They do have armor piercing as well. We're going to have to fight this, obviously, because I've got no choice. If we lose this, then, well, we lose. I'm not sure. I suppose we've got to focus on the giant. Actually, these guys are anti-large, aren't they? The skin wolves are anti-large, so I could use them to focus on them maybe. But what I'll do is I'll get the chariot, and I'll use the chariot in melee to harass their range units, and I'll use the skin wolves. Yeah, they're anti-large, they're frenzy, so we'll use them. I'm not sure. It depends how well the javelins. We've got 4 javelin throwers, 4 hunters, should I say? 4 of them versus 1 ice troll. I think we'll take them down pretty quickly. Oh wait, I've just turned on my tablet. Dwayne is watching. You right, Dwayne? How's it going, mate? You found me. How did you find me? There is a 30-second delay here as well in chat, just so you know. So it is like Twitch. So I can't reply instantly to anything you write. I'm gonna keep talking, otherwise it's gonna be boring waiting for your reply. Why aren't you working? Shouldn't you be working about now? This could be you as well. Team playmate, co-op. I tried to play Ark earlier, and it's the same thing every fucking time now. Even though it's been released, I just try and find any server, and there's always downloading this mod, or failed to connect, or, you know, some bullshit that it's like, oh fuck it, I can't be asked to wait 25 minutes to play a game that might crash halfway through. Anyway, back to... Wait, Acewin, did it send you like a message on YouTube or something? A pop up saying that Powers is playing. That's probably how you found me, I assume. Right, I gotta get to work because if I lose this battle, I am screwed, to say the least. So let's go like this. Let's go. Leave one of those guys back. They haven't got any cavalry. I want one of these to go wherever the ice trolls go. They're going to move on me, so we should look for advantageous ground. Like, oh, there's a giant goddamn hill up here. That's amazing. Right, so we'll set ourselves up across here. As so. No, that's not what I wanted. And cavalry we'll put on the right flank, so it's got the downhill charge. Wolfric. Now, I'm not sure if what I'm going to do with Wolfric, I'm going to put him on the end, because his wind spell can be very strong, but only if you're kind of hitting all the way down the line. So I won't put him into melee immediately. Let's start battle. Let's move forwards a little bit. Damn, why is that army so absolutely fucking enormous? Jesus Christ, we're like 4 turns into the game. Right, so let's spread out a bit more. We're going to need a very long front line. Put the cavalry, maintain it on the right flank. It's fine. Let's put these guys... Why have they lost health? I don't understand. Okay, Spearman Mia. And let's speed this up. Let's see what they're going to do. Damn, the armor's huge. It is mostly marauders, I know that. I could actually... What is that? They're the trolls. Okay, so the trolls are on the left flank. I'll move my spearmen around appropriately. In fact, I might leave the skin walls there as well, because if we take that unit out really quickly... Yeah, let's move the cavalry round. We'll take them out toot sweet. So they're going for the spearmen actually, or they might be heading to the berserkers. Let's get the spearmen in position. Let's actually get our range units in position as well. Let's put them back a little bit. They can all focus on the trolls. So once they focus on the trolls, we're not going to have enough units to wrap around the flanks, but the cavalry is going to have to do that job. Let's send the cavalry down there. These guys, I don't like chariots really, but they have armor piercing missiles. They're anti-infantry though, but still. Do they cause terror? They cause fear. A chariot that causes fear. That's interesting. Yeah, I think he's going to move on my berserkers by the looks of it. So let's just open up on him now. Let's get these skin walls down. Oh, is he pulling back? I don't know what he's doing now. I'm going to push up on them because I don't want these berserkers to get hit. Okay, spearmen are engaging them. Javelins are going to be launching on them, and I'll throw these guys in as well for good measure. Not really sure where to go now. Let's just push forwards, shall we? Nope, you go there. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Now, if we can get him to squeeze in here, we can get a pretty impressive spell off down that line, I think. Okay, the trolls are gone already, so we're going to send the cavalry out against the range units. Let's see if we can get the spell off. Come on, Wolf, don't get engaged, don't get engaged. God, it's hard to tell who's who. Okay, it's a fairly straight line. That's not a bad line. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, stop moving, go. What? Come on. Okay, the left flank's breaking already. Go, go, go. Come on, crazy magical demon ship. Oh my god. Oh wow, that was actually really good. That was good. I'm happy about that. Our front line is completely crumbling though, which is really weird. Let's get the cavalry units. I think you're faster. We're going to have to... Tell you what we'll do actually, we'll get our ranged on them. So we smashed their trolls. Our units are really not happy though. Let's try and take out their ranged units as fast as possible. Our cavalry units can smash in the back. They're using their ranged on my range, which is fine. Wolfric, okay, we've smashed the middle. That's great. Okay, you charge. You come and flank for me. Ah, these are berserkers. That's why. Where are my berserkers? There they are. Can't get involved. Come on. Okay. Let's do something a bit sneaky. Let's get these guys around the back. Wolfric, do not go in there. Yeah, their javelins are what are doing the kind of damage, really, I think. God damn it. Javelin throwers getting in the mix when they shouldn't be. Wolves about to charge in. And get completely blocked. Their charge was completely goddamn blocked. That's annoying. They're about to get sandwiched, which is great. Let's finish them off. Okay, I think we're going to lose this. Yeah, I think we're going to lose the first battle of the game. I did get a bit cocky, but it was amazing how three of them managed to three factions declare war on me within a very short period of time. Let's shoot down there. This should be a nice one, actually. Ooh, just missing my guys. Nice. That really messes with their leadership. That's really good. Okay, let's charge to the back of them. Javelin units are happy. So we should be able to start throwing into the back of the enemy. Chariot charge. Oof. God, those things are horrible. Wow. Messes morale as well. Okay, let's charge in there. Oh, there are spears. Chariots, get out. Where are my skin wolves? Skin wolves are doing whatever they're doing. So my lord is doing really well, although he is very much alone at the moment. That flank's breaking, so we're going to send the chariots up here. Once the wolves are done there, we'll send them in here. We might win this. Wolfric seems to be doing really well, which is weird because he got his ass kicked the last game I played. Okay, you guys finish them. Javelin guys are still here. Get those guys. That's who you got to get. And where's the chariot? Chariot charged into spearmen like pros. Come on. Okay, we have one more of these spells left. I'm just going to have to pop it on point blank, I think. On these berserkers. Did nothing to their morale. Their leader's morale is not doing so well, though. Keep getting them. Get them. Right, marauders. The javelins are doing very well. Let's send them in there. The spearmen are chasing my chariots. Run. Actually, no, let's go up here. Oh. This is where you see javelins doing a lot of damage. They're running as well. Not a good idea to turn your backs to javelins. Oof, that one looked like it hurt. Oh, we've got to turn and face. Cavalry. Charge. Okay, now our lord's getting damaged, but we might pull this off, you know. I'm optimistic. Charge them. Why are you firing them? Get them. This is really close either way. My lord has nothing left. Spearmen chasing down my cavalry. We do have these guys have got quite a lot of ammunition as well. Go, go, go. Damn, this is going to screw up everything though. Okay, they're running now. They're gone. Oh my god, that was crazy. For a first battle? Jesus Christ. Okay, it was a Pyrrhic victory, but now what? I mean, look at my army. Wow, look at Wolfric's kills. That was from the spells. That has to be from the spell. Because there's no way he did that with one sword. And the kind of 50% of the time he was in battle. So that spell saved us there. Oh, that's what that would do. We beat him. We beat their lord in battle. Which means I can now confederate. Which means I confederate with them. Steal his army. Which is dead as well. But at least merge it. Merge everything together to make one decent army. Maybe I'll even get the trolls. Oh my god, if I get ice trolls already. But that would be amazing. And then I'll also have someone nearby to hide, so I can go to the provincial capital, which is right next to me, and set up camp there, replenish units, and then go and finish off the scaling. Right, plan set. So let's check out this out. I don't know how these guys got so few kills, and why they got so much health. Where were they? Because I thought everyone was at this level. I'm not sure where they were. Maybe I left them somewhere and forgot about them. I don't know. So second best kills go to the Skin Wolves. They were chasing down the javelin, not javelin. I gotta say it. What are they called? Hunters. Let's call them hunters. They chase down the hunters very nicely, even though they are anti-large. They do have frenzy, which is good. The chariot did really well. He got 100 kills spot on, even though it's what 3 units in a 3 models in a unit, or maybe it's 4. I think I lost one. But then some of these marauders, they really lasted. Their morale has been improved a lot. So 118 kills. That's third best, or fourth best. No, 1, 2, 3. You got third place. And the berserkers. I'm not sure what the berserkers are about. I get the feeling they're like flagellants. They're unbreakable. They do a decent amount of damage if they're fighting against non-armored units, but they don't have armor themselves, or they have low armor. But they probably have the frenzy ability. So as long as them, which technically is permanent rather than ability if they're unbreakable, because the only reason frenzy stops working on a unit, say for example these guys, they have frenzy ability. If their morale, their leadership, sorry, goes below, I've forgotten what the percentage is. If it goes below a certain percentage, then they lose frenzy. I think it's below 75% that they lose the frenzy ability, so they lose that extra damage or whatever it is. Come on, hurry up and load, you bitch. What is this? The true power of Bretonnian martial ability is displayed in towering trebuchets. No walls, nor gates, nor city stands against the ceaseless strength of these man-made marvels. I still don't like Bretonnia that much. I got into them a little bit. I did play a couple of streams with them. No, one stream with them. But I don't know. I just really don't like I'm not going to say French culture, because it's not French culture, but the kind of chivalric system that is employed by them, which is obviously archaic and ridiculous and barbaric by modern day standards in the real world, but even just watching it in a game, it just frustrates me. You know, just like the peasants that are, you know, lowly, and their job is to work and die for their lords who are blessed by the lady and all that kind of crap. It just frustrates me. And there's too many options for cavalry, dare I say. There's way too many options. I just get confused over which one's going to be best. Give me like 2 or 3 good ones to choose from for different situations, but they've got like 7. And I like cavalry, I do, but they're not. Sometimes I don't even get cavalry in some units, depending on the army style. I'm going to be using this. I mean, the Skin Wolves here, they're not technically cavalry. They're anti-large units, but because they can drop down into all 4s, they're fast. So you can use them as cavalry, as I did. They're not as fast as other units, I'll show you. Right, so we've got a decent bit of money. We've got ourselves a weapon, the brass cleaver. I think that's what, +4, it's +8. Affects allies in range is constant, so that's nice. It'll buff his allies. Now, we can get more money, we can get more leadership or replenishment. Replenishment is key here, but so is kind of money is a bit as well. Let's go with the replenishment for now. Now, will they confederate with me? That's the key. If they confederate, we can continue this campaign. If they don't, well, then I'm screwed. So let's check it out. Yes, I got it. So what I learned is when you're going to confederate because you've beaten their lord in battle, their lord, join confederation. So you're on peace treaty, join confederation, but then get all the money you can get from them as well. You can max out on 3k, I think 2k, depending on their economic strength, and they'll just pay. So I got 2k, I get an army, I get an entire province, I think, don't I? Yeah, I get the Hellspire Mountains. Boom. Okay, so I've got a bit of an overhead now. So then what I'll do, this is what I had planned anyway, is I will go into that stance. We're going to steal what we can from this army. So we get 2 berserkers. Wow. Oh, we get the Archers. This is amazing. Okay, they can't move. That sucks. So let's get rid of these 2, which you won't need. These 2 we won't need, and probably these as well. Let's get rid of all these. Still a bit of an overhead. Once we kick him out, though, he's 212 per turn. Once we get rid of him, we will probably be in profit. Good stuff. So we didn't lose any units. That's actually not bad. It turned out okay. I'm going to move a little bit further forwards if I can, because these guys will attack otherwise. Stop me replenishing so much. So let's move to there. End turn. So I thought that was going to be an incredibly fast end to a campaign, but it was not. We survived somehow. I managed to get a whole bloody province from it, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Who's raiding? Where? Me. Oh, that is a raiding stance as well. So you raid in encampment stance. So you got raiding camp and raiding stance. Gives minus growth. I'll give 10% melee. Okay, interesting. So let's merge. We've got ourselves some armor piercing, which is really nice. 1, 2, 3. Damn, I knew there wouldn't be space. Right. Let's get rid of you, because we've got enough spearmen as it is. And then we'll get rid of you 2. And maybe, I think those 2 together will put us into profit. Not quite, almost. But that's fine. So let's pop him in there to get maximum replenishment and also increase happiness. One of the main problems I found, this is a lot of growth going on. Wait, this is raiding. This is all raiding. There's no growth whatsoever. One of the problems I found with these guys is their public order is a bit of a pain in the balls. So let's go. Let's just Marauder Champions. Let's make him a bit tougher. He stood his own ground there. He did really well in that battle. I don't know why he did so badly in my Let's Play. Oh, we've got another army here. What are you doing? No wonder you're costing me money. Get lost. So we're going to get rid of this because we need some growth. Wait 1 turn and then we'll take out Doomkeep. They are recruiting, but there's nothing I can do. Where is their army? Oh shit, that's not good. That might be around here on their way to Rape and Pillage here. But we need to take out Doomkeep first. I can't leave them behind either. Hopefully they are. Son of a fucking bitch. We need to get after them. Damn it, man. They got a lot of spearmen. That shouldn't be too bad versus Axemen. Oh, I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna enjoy it so much. Right, so let's get to here. Go to raiding stance. I'm going to cancel the building I've got over here, because there's no point. It's really annoying not to have walls like up here. There's one thing you've got to get used to, is not having walls. Because anyone could just walk in at any time like that. There was no chance of me defending that. There was no besiegement time. Where's he going? Right. So we've got this plus, what is that? Oh, they're the close quarter infantry, yeah. Let's see how we do. Damn, look at the size of their army. I can't afford to wait around. This is the problem. I can't afford to besiege. I need to go back and deal with the other guys. I'm going to auto-resolve, because this looks... Okay, it's a little bit less than 50-50. Oh, I don't know now. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to win that if I play it on the battlefield. Even with trolls. They've got so many range units, they will tear my trolls apart. And us on the way in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to circle. I'm going to raise another army. Let's get some growth going on here. Raise another army. And yeah, that's all I can do really. 93, 94, let's get those 3. Just even like 2, so I'll raise this turn, move into the edge, raise another 3, so we'll have 6 marauders in total extra, plus the Lord should push the scale in our favour. God damn it. Well, what that does do is it stops them recruiting for that turn. Oh, god damn it, man. I've lost everything already. But when I kill his army, I will take all of that back. But obviously the AI's building tree is not incredibly intelligent. So we'll do that again, just to make sure they can't recruit. Encircle. Oops, wrong button. I've not done any of the monster hunts, whatever they are. I'm assuming they're going to go out. You've got to go out and battle some nasty monsters in a quest, and then you get to tame them, or maybe you get to recruit them as regiments of renown. That'd be cool. I just don't know that. I just don't know how Norsca play, so that's why I'm doing this stream today. So let's try that again, shall we? So you get within range, and you. That's better. Good. Now this. We do need the money. I'm not worried about appeasing any of the gods yet, so let's just sack with his army and then use the other guy to capture. Like so. Okay, scaling are gone. Yeah, where is the next guy? I gotta mess him up. He's down here somewhere. I'm coming to get you, whatever your name is. So we are going to up this. Oh, they had this. This is why their garrison was so good. This is instead of walls. You can build this instead. I'm going to get rid of that because we won't need that shortly, hopefully. Right. Ammunition from... Yeah, definitely. Damage? 50% damage? For sure. That's awesome. Wolfric the Wanderer. Let's start working on our army a bit. There you go. So that's another 5% damage. That's 20% extra damage in 2 points. Well, no. That's 5% now, but another 15% once the research is done. That's pretty big buff for those guys. And I love the javelins. I just love that heavy... I'm not sure. I think it was... Oh, I know why I've got a fetish for them now. I've got a fetish for javelins because of... Was it Attila? It was one of the Total Wars. It might not have been Attila. Right, guys. Welcome back. It might not have been Attila. Yes, come to me. Now, what are these guys like ambushing? I'm not sure what is like ambushing. But let's move up. I'm pretty sure there's a ability to increase your ambush chance. Now, I'm assuming they're going to go straight to there because that's the easiest target. That's what AI would do, but a clever human will go straight to the Grayling Moot. They're not going to make it in one turn, so we're just going to wait and see. We've got a bit of cash to spend. I don't want to spend too much because we are in the negative, in the red. Yeah, there was a Total War game where everyone's normally using bows and arrows and stuff. It was Attila. It was definitely Attila, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the kind of Viking-esque tribes that had great javelin throwers. And okay, let's see what happens here. Have these great javelin throwers, and there was this heavy feel, like you could feel the thud of the javelins hitting, and they did so much more damage. They were great. I was like, oh, these are awesome. So I think I got a fetish. I can't do that. I think I got a bit of a geek thing about javelins from that. Right, who's this guy? This is the new chieftain. It's fine. Right, now they're either going to attack the Grayling Moot, or they're going to find my ambush and attack me. Either way, we've got a garrison involved. Even though it's not the biggest garrison, it should swing things in our favour. Oh, okay, you're right, Stephen. I just see you in chat, mate. This is probably not the best example to be watching because I'm not very good with this faction. Speaking of which, mate, I just started playing Company Heroes 2 again, like a little while ago, and they've reset all the rankings. Yeah, he knows what's going on. They've reset all the rankings. Oh, he's just gonna run if I come down here. It's fine. So I'm going to start doing streams of me working the way out the rankings in Company Heroes 2 as well. Wow, he's fighting. This guy thinks he's some sort of badass and it's not. Let's fight this one. We've got the numbers advantage even though the reinforcing army was in marching stance, which means they're going to be fairly fatigued. What you're writing, Stephen? There's a 30-second delay on this, by the way, mate. So if you're writing to me, that's why I can't chat. Oh, message retracted. Did you insult me or something? What's the main problem here? It's going to be armor piercing and these chappies here. Anti-large might go against my trolls. I got trolls though. I got trolls and they don't. GG. They haven't got. Oh, they do. They've got 4. Yeah, that might be an issue. This should be fine. They've got no reinforcements. Our reinforcements are gonna. Where are they gonna come from? I don't know where they're gonna come from. So I'm here. Let me think about this is what's confused me. I should be here. If I'm here, enemies here, they'll be coming from behind. Okay, we'll just merge them up, and I'll use the reinforcing army as a kind of meat shield because I'm not worried about them. They've got less experience than my army, and I want these guys to vet up. Even though I'm going to get rid of them eventually. Yeah, I tried it. I started playing. I played a little bit a couple of days ago because I played this fucking game so much, and I love this game. This game is incredible. If you give it time, if you start to really put a bit of effort into learning the tactics of it and stuff, this game it's taken my #1 spot now. It's the best game I've ever played. Dungeon Keeper was probably #1 for a long time. Dungeon Keeper 2, but this game is so fucking good. It just keeps getting better. Every update, every free LC, DLC expansion has just made it infinitely better. Creative Assembly have done an amazing job on this. But I played it so much, I thought, I'm going to play some Company Heroes too. It's the first time you've seen this game. Yeah, well, you have 2 parts of it, which is the part you just saw, which is the campaign map. So you move your units around the campaign map and they're represented. So I had like one icon of a giant walking man, which is my legendary lord, Wolfric the Wanderer, but that represents his entire army, which is here. And then you see like you see a building on the map that will represent a whole city, and you get 3 or 4 cities that make up a entire province with one provincial capital, which is the main kind of place. But the main fun is where you play the battles. My game takes a while to load. It takes like 1.5 minutes to load into the game, the battles, which sucks. But if you've got an SSD, it takes about 3 seconds. I've seen someone load with a big battle within a second with an SSD. I need to get an SSD, but not from Brazil, that's for sure. I'll wait till someone can bring it in for me. So this is better than, in my opinion, than other Total War games because of the variation in tactics that you have. So enemy army, he's got 1 unit cavalry, so I'm going to put the spears on the flanks. So we'll do a front line. Actually, let's head back and wait for the reinforcements. They're coming from, yeah, okay. So we'll head back a bit. We'll put these guys on the flank because that's where the cavalry is going to come in from. Javelin throwers behind. Our cavalry on the right flank should be fine. And we'll put our trolls. I'm not sure we should put our trolls. Let's put our trolls like here. I haven't looked at these guys yet. Let me have a quick look. People have complained about the skins of these guys. They look pretty cool to me. I like that. I'm not sure what those mallet things are. Like lumpy balls of ice. Oh wow, it's got like a skeleton in it and swords. Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. These guys are pimped. Jesus, that's awesome. But yeah, once you add in things like magic and some of the crazy units like trolls, for example, or these skin wolves that are basically werewolves, I think. But these are skins I don't like. They look really weird. They've got these purple things that it looks like some kind of glitch. But I think it's supposed to be skin. That's why they're called skin wolves. I'm not sure. But the variation of this game, the replayability is insane because every faction plays so differently, like really does play differently, not just looks different, but they're especially on the campaign map, their game is so different. Wait, oh yeah, I got 6, didn't I? I got 6. Okay, fine. So we're gonna pop these guys to the front. They're probably gonna wait for me. Yeah, they're waiting for me. So we'll pop these guys to the front, and they can be our meat shield. And the new Lord, you can just join the fun somewhere. Come and join that side. So because Wulfric starts with a spell, a wind spell. This one. What is this? Sweet, I've got a potion of speed. That's okay. I'm going to put him on a flank actually, just so he can cast a spell down the line. It's so much more effective. We'll put the other Lord in the middle. Let's speed this up. Their line is actually really long. Their line is really long. So I'm actually going to make a single line. Let's do it this way. Okay, we're going to make one long line. Like so. There we go. And we'll keep the spears in the flank. They do only have one cavalry unit. They do, yeah. So we'll just keep the spears in that flank. So for those who don't know, spearmen versus, say, swordsman, spearmen will always lose. Unless they're a higher rank or level, or buffed in some way. Oh, sorry, mate, I'm not reading the chat. I'm really bad at this. Dating a lot. I mean, the game. They're not. No, this is not like Ark, Survival Evolved, or Dark and Light, or Glory of Victus. They don't update much at all, and that's because when they release something, there's no problems. There's no bugs. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I've never had anything wrong with this game, and. So when they do, like they release, I think they've only released like 2 patches, 2 updates, in terms of fixing content and balancing, because they balance really well. These guys are fast. But when they release an update, it's because they've taken a load of feedbacks. They changed a whole load of the skill trees for a load of the legendary lords. And stuff like that, because people were complaining they weren't strong enough or it wasn't true to the Warhammer lore, that kind of stuff. Because Warhammer has this massive following, the kind of fantasy board game. So they don't update much, but the expansions and the free LC, the free content, you get something once every probably 2 months. There's something new that comes out. And there's a lot of free stuff as well. So I cannot complain about anything that they've done. Then what did you write? Still updating. I've been playing Shogun 2 and Empire. Yeah, I tried Empire a while ago, but the graphics are so bad. Because I used to love that game. I used to play that with Alpha Dog all the time, and we just teamed up where I go as artillery and cavalry, and he just focused on the front lines. And the combination of the two, we just devastated everyone in multiplayer battles. But I played it. The graphics were so bad that I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Let's form this up a little bit tighter, shall we? Okay, right, we're about to engage. Let's turn a little bit to the right. There we go. Wow, okay. Let's slow this down now. And what else do you write? Seems more variation in it than Shogun. Yeah, there's kind of like a base structure of units. So you have sword units that are good versus spear units that are good versus large units. Then you have large units like the trolls, for example. And each faction will have a type of large unit. So these are ice trolls, chaos has chaos trolls, vampires have crypt horrors that I love because they've got regeneration. Their line is huge. I did not expect it to be this wide. Right, we're going to set up nicely across. Yeah. Oh, they do have their range units there as well. And there is kind of a scissors, paper, stone aspect whereby, you know, okay, well, they're throwing trolls at me. You didn't see the last battle, but I stole these trolls off someone and they threw them at me, and I just made sure I have my spearmen ready. I have one anti-large unit in the form of the wolves over here, and I use my javelin throwers because when your range units attack large or giant units, they don't really do much damage to your own units. But if I like throw javelins, you know, into these guys when my melee are engaged, I'm going to take damage because they're going to get hit in the back by my own javelins. But not just that, the whole structure of how you play, especially on the map, is is really variable. It really does vary. Where's my lord? You're so far back. Go. Okay, let's get you in there in melee. Spin them around the back. Right, where are my trolls? Trolls, go have some fun. You guys move up because they're probably going to come around and flank. And range units, not really much we can do with the range units. Let's focus on their range units there. You go in there. Okay. Now we need to find a good target for my spell. They're a little bit, I think here's a good target. So you have to get these wind spells down to a T. I mean, actually there. Oh, that looks pretty nice actually. Let's do that. So one of his spells, he's got a legendary demon ship that he flies around with, and you can summon that ship as such to... Jesus, that's fast. Just smash through the bodies of your enemies like that, and it disappears through a portal again. I don't know why the portal doesn't seem to... You can't see it on my game for some reason. I'm not sure why. So my javelin guys have smashed theirs. We'll hit up those marauders now. Their walls have gone down already, which is a bit crazy. Let's send our... Oh, they've gone up against berserkers, which is interesting. Trolls, let's have a look at the trolls. Trolls having fun. Wow, those guys are running already. See you later, guys. I like these trolls. People are complaining about the skin. Not many people, but I don't know why. I think the skin on the skin walls needs to be worked on. Speaking of skin walls, where are you? Doing nothing. Wow. What? My chariots have routed to one set of spearmen, of javelin throwers, which is crazy. Okay, those guys have gone down. Look at that, man. They're getting smashed. They're coming back in, though, which is weird. Oh, Jesus, that gone flying. So let's focus our range on there. Is our spell ready? Our spell's ready again. Where should we hit it? Should we go down the same line? I think the same line looks okay. It will definitely finish off these guys. Let's see if that portal appears. No, it doesn't appear on my game. I don't know why. There's a round kind of portal that it... Wow, smash them. That it appears through. It's such a cool spell, though. Some of the spells look amazing as well. Wait, where are you going? Where's my... Okay. These... Where's my chariots? That lord standing back there. We're losing there, which is not good because I need those marauders. They are anti-large. Oh, the middle is completely broken. That's not good. We need... Okay, you're going to have to go into melee, I'm afraid, and soak up the damage. And the rest of you... Keep firing. Their wolves are coming back, so let's get some spearmen on them. These guys surrounded. Let's bring them back, actually. And cavalry, we need you. Go. Go. Right, how's my lord doing? This is all smashed here. We don't need him here. Let's send our lord after theirs. Now, Wulfric, in the lore of Warhammer, is a duelist. Is an elite duelist. Let's pelt him with some javelin before we do anything else. You two go in melee. There we go. Let's get the trolls over here because we smashed them. Nice. Now, Wulfric will be taking damage because he is not... They're not targeting a large unit. Oh, he's messing that guy up. That guy's going to run. Those goddamn javelins. I see you back there. Get him. Why are my guys all over there? Okay, everything's broken. That's it. GG. So that was a really simplified version. Well, not a really simplified version. Battles often have a lot more magic in them and stuff like that. Different spells that can have really differing effects. A lot of them are just buffs. A lot of them are, you know, give you plus armor or extra melee damage or replenish health points. But some of them are like that, where you have a physical cast, range, distance, animation that will affect. Some of them are really cool. There's one from the Greenskins called, which is my favourite, the Foot of Gork. Or the Foot of Mork. I never remember which one it is. They have the Greenskins, i.e. orcs and goblins, are incredibly funny, but they have some of the coolest spells, which is... So the Foot of Gork, they have two gods, Gork and Mork, The Foot of Gork, literally, I have to show you sometime, mate. It's amazing. You see the god being summoned in this kind of ethereal, pale green figure that towers over the battlefield and literally just does a foot stomp on top of an entire unit and smashes them. Doesn't kill them all, but does a lot of damage. It just looks so goddamn good, man. So I highly recommend you get this game, and I'm sure they're going to put this game on sale when they release the second one, which I've already bought, which is out. What's the date today? Like 18th. It's in 30 days exactly from today. I highly recommend you get it, mate. It's amazing single player, but it's really good multiplayer in terms of you have two ways of playing multiplayer. You can play a cooperative campaign, which I'm pretty sure you couldn't do. You definitely couldn't do it with Empire. I don't know if you could do it. I think you could do it with Shogun, the new Shogun, and Attila as well. Definitely with Attila because I did it once. But it was very clunky and whatever. This is a slightly more polished version where, you know, so for example, I just did this and then in a battle like that, I could say, okay, I'm playing with a friend, I'm going to give you half my units. I could give my cavalry units and my range units. That means I can focus on the melee units and you focus on going around and flanking them or taking out their range units with yours or whatever to make the battles easier and to make sure the second person is always doing something so it's not boring. But the on-map stuff is a little bit slower, and they do need to polish it for multiplayer because there's things that take too long that don't need to. Like once this loads out in like 10 seconds or whatever, it will if I were playing multiplayer, it would have like a 5-second countdown before I can click the tick, like the next button to close down the windows and get moving to the next part, the next whatever I want to do. So why have they got a 5-second countdown? Why is that there? I don't need that. You know, if the person hasn't loaded in, tell me they haven't loaded in. But I know they have because every motherfucker out there loads in faster than me, as you can see from this. But you can also play just multiplayer battles, and there's a ranking system as well. There's a competitive system to it now. I haven't really played much multiplayer. I've played, I think, 5 or 6 games over the year this has been out. I have actually somehow won every single one of them. I think it's 7 now, actually. Yeah, I think I'm about 7. And I've won every single game. And I've only played as the vampires, who are my favourite guys to play. But I don't know why I won. Like there's a achievement called, I think it's called the Great Unclean, which is a reference to a character in Warhammer lore. And it's an achievement you get when you beat one of the Creative Assembly, i.e. the people that make the game. When you beat one of them, you get it. I literally got it the first battle I played. I played my first battle, didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I won, and I got the achievement that people are dying to get. It's not an easy achievement to get, although it does pass on. So if someone beats me, they will get the achievement. So that's how I got it. I didn't play against Creative Assembly. Now, what did I just do? I beat him. So I'm not worried about replenishment because I've got no more enemies. So we're going to take the cash because we are bleeding a bit. Now, this only applies to Norsca. But with Norsca, if you beat their main army, their lord in a battle, you can then confederate with them because they're like, oh, you're the big boss now. You win. It's like prison rules. So I should be able to, yeah. Peace of treatment, confederation. So I'm going to get all the stuff they stole from me, plus their whole province down here. And I'm also going to get all their money as well. Which hopefully is more than 2k. Damn it, another 2k. I want 3k at least. Boom. Okay, so Norse confederated, which is us. We've got a whole province. And finish off that province that we already kind of had. So we're looking good. Money is bleeding out. It must be this guy's army. Now, what we need to do is snipe any good units. So, armor piercing is definitely a unit we want. The rest of this we don't really need. So we're going to get rid of those. Let's get rid of these guys. Let's get rid of him as well, actually. We're going to steal their... I don't think I can. Ah, come on. Let's merge. I'm going to stick with just... I don't know, how useful are these berserkers? Let's see what they do. Okay, they're anti-infantry, they're damage dealers, and they have frenzy. So frenzy is this ability and extra weapon damage, melee attack and charge bonus, immune psychology. So they're actually really good because they have frenzy, which only disappears if their leadership glows 50%. But they're immune psychology, which means they never break. Their leadership never goes down. So they're permanently awesome. Okay, so we're going to keep them. These guys are really low, but we do need them. I might get rid of one of these guys and go for stronger. I mean, they were actually really useful. Let's get rid of one of these spears. So let's merge, get rid of the smallest one, and then you give me that armor piercing unit. Thank you. Now, when you're confederating, you never know where the AI is going to put the skill points. And Norsca resilience, casual pressure. This is not bad. Normally they put a shitload of points down here, which are useless, or maybe in here in the wrong places. But this is okay. That's fine. I don't mind the Lord having a charge bonus, and I don't mind him having a replenishment rate. So this guy we could keep on the map, I suppose. Although we are still losing money, which is weird because we have 3 whole provinces right now. So I'm going to get rid of him because we can always recall him later. Let's see what the buildings have been like. What is this? This is a bloody bulwark. Extra leadership, melee defense. Okay, so this is a defensive building for a provincial capital. And it isn't a provincial capital, it's fine, but we don't really need it right now. We need growth and we need money. This gives us more money. So when playing as Norsca, they don't have walls. You've got to be really careful. So, that's why I'm bleeding money. He's got another... Oh, he's got a Berserker, though. Do I want a Berserker? I kind of do want another Berserker. Can I recruit them here, though? I think I can just recruit them. Yeah, I can. Okay, we don't need you guys. Sorry. Bye. If you're not sure if there's another army laying about, click on the Forces tab up here, and it will show you everything you have. So he's just been... These two have been disbanded. So only one force left now, and we're getting 600... Just over 600 per turn. So we don't need that. Get rid of that. This gives me more money and growth. So we'll up that. Damn it, they brought this settlement all the way down to rank 1. That really sucks. Right, so we need to do some raiding and get some money. Really, wow, this has been taken out already. So normally the Varg are up against Kislev. Yeah, there's Kislev. Now we're not at war with anybody here, and we kind of don't want to be because all of this front is really vulnerable. But we need to make money, so we need to raid and sack. So what I might do is head across and start working on Kislev a little bit. I mean, I could start working on the Varg and sack those settlements, but in the end I've got to take them anyway and then deal with rebellions. So I think let's end turn. Wolfric, you got to do some more damage, Sunshine. You just got to do more damage. So we've got a really nice army already. We've got 3 Berserkers, 2 armor piercing Marauders with great weapons, normal front line, and trolls, which is great. We didn't steal his walls though, which sucks. Second, Stephen, mate. You play against the highest AI. I don't normally like this faction I'm playing now. They're a new faction. They've just been released like a week ago, and they play pretty differently, as you can see. Like I just taken 3 whole provinces just by fighting 3 battles, which is crazy. Normally you got to do a bit more of a, you know, take one settlement and then take the next one and then take the next one. I normally play as vampires. When I play vampires, who I'm pretty pro at, I will play on legendary, yes, and it definitely makes it tough, but not unbeatable. They do have an advantage, but they're not unbeatable. Okay, what do you say next? In Shogun, you could take the province, but let them stay under our command. Is that what you do now? You full control of it. So confederation is different to making someone your vassal. So if you hang on a second. Demolish farms, income from raiding 80%, income from sacking. I suppose it's going to be raiding first of all, aren't I? How long is it for? It's 20 turns. 20 turns I might do sacking because you get a shitload of money from sacking and not much from raiding. Let's go with sacking. So we're going to creep down the coast. And then once we're full, we'll head across to, I think Kislev are the best option to attack because they're furthest away. chariots. There we go. That's nice. So when you, so for example, this is Nordland. Nordland start with Slasmund and Dateschaffen, and that's all they've got. This is one province. So you have the provincial capital, and then you have a smaller settlement. Sometimes up to 3 other smaller settlements, making a total of 4 in one province. Now, this is their only one left. Someone else has destroyed this, probably the Beastmen faction. If I were to go and attack them and win a battle to conquer there, I could then, because it's their last settlement, I could then ask them to become a vassal. Now that's different to Confederation. I can't confederate with them because they're a different race. Well, technically they're still human, but Norscans are they work under the Chaos God. They're considered completely different to, where did you come from? Completely different to, say, humans, even though they are humans. So the Empire is the main human faction. This is their capital down here. They could confederate with the other the Empire provinces, they're called, but I couldn't. So because I can't confederate, I could vassalize them, which means that they're basically my bitch, but they get to keep that settlement. But if I go to war with someone, they've got to go to war with me. But the problem is they nearly always end up... that looks really tasty. It's very vulnerable. It's a small settlement. I might go there because this is a provincial capital. It's only level 2 though. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, the problem with vassals I find is they always backstab you. They always end up backstabbing you. We've got to keep our eyes on the happiness here. Right, where's the happy building? It is this one, right? Yes. Public order. Let's get a bit more growth. Okay. So yeah, you can turn someone into your vassal, and it does work sometimes. I just did if you look at my last videos on my YouTube channel here, you'll see that I did a stream with the greenskins, 2 streams totaling about 5-6 hours, and I vassalized one of the greenskin factions because I didn't want to take the settlement he was in. Damn it, I got people in there. Okay, we're going to go after here. Ah, damn it. I didn't change stance, so I can't raid. This looks really vulnerable, so we're going to attack that. I know it might not be wise to be down here already, because if they get pissed off, they're going to send up people to come and attack my coast, and my coast is incredibly vulnerable at the moment. We should build these garrison buildings in every settlement, because we don't have walls. That's the best we could do, unfortunately. And let's go, how are you doing in happiness? You're really unhappy, so let's get happy chappy building. Next turn we'll start raiding, and I'm going to decide whether I should attack this is Ostermark, I believe. What a dick. Right, okay, so there's our enemy. We have war declared on us. I'm going to go to raiding stance, and I'm going to walk all the way across there so that I'm gaining money as I go across, and we're going to take out Marienburg. And then if we get a decent amount of money, we'll start working our way up here as well. The problem we have up here is there's a second legendary lord here, the Wintertooth tribe, and he's a bit of a nasty bastard. He's probably going to be taking over everything over here now, and will eventually set his sights on me, so I need to be strong for then. Okay, so we've got growth, we've got happiness, so we need more money, I suppose. 306 is not bad. So I chose the wrong option when I chose Smash City 7 turns left, but that's fine. So you can see there's a lot of corruption on the land here, like lava and shit like that. That's because the Beastmen were here, and they're part of the Chaos Gods kind of posse. So they cause this nasty corruption wherever they go. Are you raiding me? Is that raiding? That's not raiding. It's the Red Horns. I think it's the Red Horns that start here. So that's the Beastman tribe that's been killed. These guys will be happy about that. So let's keep heading over. I don't want them to send an army up subtly and just start taking this out. I don't want them to sneak around. We have to be careful. But I still want to raid and get money as well, because we need that money to get rid of this unhappiness. So do we have a happy shack here? We don't. Where's Packard's Bay? No, we need that to be defensive. Can we build something there now? Let's do that now. Because if we look at the garrison isn't amazing. So garrison on the left over there. We have Marauder Champions, 2 Spearmen, 1 Trolls, 2 Marauders. Marauders are great weapons. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad, but versus a 20 stack army, you've got no chance. Yeah, the maps are a shitload bigger than this. I'll show you in a second. The map is really big. It's much bigger than... even Empire Total War wasn't as big as this is going to be eventually. So, up here is Norsca. And Norsca spreads all the way across to here. The very northern part is the Chaos Wastes, and this is just uninhabitable by anyone except the most nasty Chaos people. So this is just a nasty place, so nothing grows there. This does spread up and go north, and it's kind of like Antarctica. This map, the Warhammer universe, is kind of based on our real world, but rather loosely. So this wasteland goes all the way across the top and connects over here with another continent, which would be Canada and so on, technically, but not. So the Empire, which is these kind of factions, they eventually will merge into one, which is the Empire. They're based on a kind of Germany. And then you have Kislev, which they're Russian. Can I hear you talk? No. In the mountainous regions, you have dwarves and greenskin tribes. Over here, you have Bretonia, which is France-based. This is all Bretonia here. In here, you have the Wood Elves, who I'm not sure what they're based on, whatever. A couple of other factions. Tilians are like Italians, I believe. Estalia, I'm not sure, but I assume Spanish. This is all greenskins down here, with a little bit of dwarves here, and the dwarf starting place here. So this is the map that you start on, and it's pretty huge. So I'm just playing around here for now, and I'll eventually spread down. This is the Southern Badlands. This is going to be added in with the second game. There's going to be a big map, bigger than down here. It's kind of African-y shaped. This might also be added at a later date, but I'm not sure. And then a map that's this size, like all of this size, is going to be added in with the second game over here. And they're going to find a way. They said they're going to add a mod in after the first or second week of the second game's release, that will allow you to play both maps, because each game, there's 3 games they're planned. Each game is going to be standalone. You don't need the other games, but they want it so that you can merge, so that the mod they will release will allow you to will allow you to play. I could play Norsca, and I could start spreading down here, and then eventually, if I've taken over everything or killed everyone here, I can then say, fuck it, I'm going to go over to the other map now. So it's going to double the size of the game, which is already a big game. Like, if I played a campaign and I didn't fight many battles, I think I could, but to complete the objectives of a short game is probably going to take me 6 hours, I'd say 7 hours, if it's a faction I know well. What is this? Public order. Awesome. That was exactly what I needed right now. The Chaos Gods are watching. But, I mean, you can stop and fight. If you've got an SSD drive and you don't have to wait for the load-in for the battles, you can play every single battle very quickly, and to do the same campaign will take you, 10 hours instead, but still a shitload of fun. So it's the same as any Total War, where you can choose how much time you spend on the map, and I think a lot of people lose a lot of what's fun in the game by not looking at what's cool on the map, either being obsessed with just playing on the map and not doing the battles because they're scared of losing the battles, or just focusing on the battles and not really focusing on the map. He doesn't have an army there. Why would you declare? Okay, he's got an army there. This could be a problem. But I'm getting a decent amount of money, I'm getting experience, I'm not that worried. Happiness is spreading across my... Does this give me extra rating? It does. So 2% per building, 5% up to a maximum of 10%. Wow, that's a lot actually. So if we get one on each, so 3, 6, 9. Just with the promises I have now, I get 90% extra rating. I'd nearly double my rating income. That's crazy. Can you go all the way south, like to where you said the dwarves are? Yeah. No, it's not days. You'd be surprised. I mean, each faction plays differently. So, for example, well, there's a bit of controversy whereby, like, I'm playing with a mod called Conquer Anywhere, because if you play with the original game without that mod, it means that anyone that's based on the kind of ground land area, so the Empire or whoever, vampires who are just down here, these kind of land areas, they can't capture any of the settlements that are up here. So, for example, Zufbar, there's the provincial capital, another settlement, and another settlement. You can raise them, you can sack them, but you can't capture them. So it depends. I play with Conquer Anywhere because I think it makes a big difference, and it makes, for some reason, the AI gets more aggressive. So it makes it harder, in my experience, to play that. Let's get some growth. Right, let's change out a raiding stance so we're not fatigued. Let's go and fight. But yeah, you can go anywhere basically. There's no limit. Is this gonna be a bit easy? It's gonna be a bit easy. Let's auto resolve that one. Give me something nice. Not bad. Bit of cash. I think I ranked up. Did I? No, almost ranked up. I don't know if I did actually. No items. Whatever. So one of the... Oh, that's a lot of money. So for example, what's different with these guys is, compared to any other faction, is that when I take a settlement, I can raise it to the ground for all these different types of gods. And if I... So I'm going to focus on the... I think it's the serpent this time. If I keep raising it for the serpent, I will eventually attain... So where's the serpent? Here. I'm at level 6 out of 60 because I've only done it once. Once I get to level 60, I will get minus 10% upkeep for all my units and plus 5 level for any lord that's recruited. And then there's the next part, and then there's the ultimate part where I get a specialist sorcerer, a magician that comes along, and I can use him in my armies. So this is really unique just to Norsca, and every faction plays in a really different way. That's why it's such a replayable game. So I'm going to sack this because I need the money. Nice. Wow, that's 10% already? Jesus. So Norsca's about like sacking and pillaging and stuff like that. Let's go back to raiding stance. I can't get to encampment stance? That sucks. Only 50%, okay. They're probably going to move there next turn. You've written a load of stuff. Hang on a second. Let me end turn and then I'll read so other people don't get bored. We got a shitload of money from that. That was great. So I'm going to focus on building up this front line because this is where we're going to get attacked if we are going to get attacked from other peeps. Okay, that's fine. Research. I'm not worried about cavalry units. Monster Hunter. I don't know what this Monster Hunter thing is. I think it opens up missions. I'm not ready for that yet. So let's go with leadership. Oh, sacking. Let's go all the way up to there. Okay, end turn. Let's read what you wrote. Oh, I did level up. So I mean, this is completely unique. This is not, none of the Total Wars have this. So I have different skill trees to put skill points in. So the blue one is focused on the campaign map. So Route Marcher I always get with every single army plus 10% campaign movement. That makes a massive, massive difference. But it could be things like, okay, increased sacking, increased replenishment rate, or growth, stuff like that. Stuff that's not always that useful, although Lightning Strike is very useful. Which means that if there's, say, two armies, enemy armies right next to each other that would reinforce each other normally, you can attack them if you've got the skill. You can just focus on one army and the other army doesn't have time to reinforce. Then you have the red, which is normally to do with your army. So this is going to increase the damage of my units or increase their tankiness, their armor, or their charge bonus, or increase their leadership or something like that. And then you have the yellow line, which is focused on your lord. So this is going to make him specifically do more damage, have better armor, have extra charge bonus, and I can put him on different mounts. There's a warhorse, a chariot, and then a war mammoth, which I'm excited about getting. What's this? Eye of the Gods. Weapon strength 7%. Yes, please. So, let me read what you wrote now. Yeah, what you said is true. It just makes the game unique to fight the battles, to make strategic choices. So yeah, if you only auto-resolve, I don't think. But some people like that. I mean, I would prefer to auto-resolve less. But at the same time, there's enough content on the map, the campaign map. You're not going to see it here, but with the agents, with the heroes. I mean, in Shogun or the other Total Wars, they're called agents. So you'd have a spy or an assassin. Here, they're not called that. Here, they're called heroes. Okay, I'm going to raise this for the serpent. And that should... So that's gone up. The other gods don't like me very much when I do that, but whatever. So I'm at 12 now. Good. You get traits, which is cool. You kind of got those in the tiller, but not much. But this gives me +2 permanent leadership on Wolfric. I think he leveled again. He did. And I'll just go to raiding stance, because that should give me some experience, even though I'm not raiding anything. Let's keep our army getting damage. Now this is going to be a problem. Are they building a second army? I think I might just leave them. I might just go, oh, a war with Bretonnia? Since when? When did that happen? This is something I don't want to get dragged into. I don't want to get dragged into war with all of these factions down here and not have the income and everything up here to have decent armies. So I'm going to have to go back up there in a second. I think I will have a look over at Groan and see if there's anyone there. If there is, whatever, I'll just run away. If there's not, I might sack it and get some more money. So the front line's looking pretty nice here. We don't need another one of these. Where's the Bjorn gathering? There. I don't think we need another one of those here, but I do want that and that. Okay, in turn. But yeah, dude, I highly recommend it. Even single player, even if you just want to play on the campaign map. So when you're playing on the campaign map, the agents, I think vampires have the best choice of agents, as it were. Hang on a second, what's this? Minus upkeep, okay. Abundance of meat, replenishment. Actually, I do really need replenishment. Money's nice, but replenishment is possibly nicer. So let's... Is there a place to get down here? There. So let's... I think I've got to move 50%, which is like... Okay, so yeah, it's a really nice replenishment rate right there. That's nice. Now, what can we build here? We can build a different chain. Oh, they've got a lot of chains. What do I want? So we've got this for the melee cavalry. I'm not worried about the cavalry too much because most of them are range units on horseback. And I'm not worried about chariots. I'd rather have the wolves. So that will give me the hounds, skin wolves, anti-large, Norsca ice wolves, skin wolf Werkin. I think he's a hero. He's one, so we'll get that. He's one of the hero types you can get. How's happiness? Happiness is still really happy, which is strange. Let's go with growth. We don't have any growth here. Okay. Boom. So yeah, here, for example, you have basically two separate types of hero units. You have the casters, who are like magicians, mages, that you can either put into your army and use them to fight in your battles, as both types of heroes can, or use them on the campaign map, and they have different effects when you deploy them. So I'll get myself a skin wolf Werkin, I think they're called, when I can, and show you what it does. But they all have something specific they do when they're deployed on the map, which might be reducing the costs in that province of how much it costs to build something. It might be reducing the chance of an enemy hero's action, whatever it be, assassination or whatever, to be successful. But they all have different uses, and they can be used physically on armies or other heroes or on settlements, or just deployed and left in one place, or put in an army. So the vampires, for example, they have the necromancer, who's their main magecaster type, who deals with the law of the vampire. So there's different magic laws. There's law of the vampire, there's law of death, there's law of fire, which I think's got a different name. Harden up or die. Minus growth. That kind of sucks, but okay. So do we go here or do we not? I think we should probably go back and work a bit more here. We should take out the Varg. The Varg are basically dead already. Who took them out? Maybe it was them. Are you at war with them? They are. Okay. So we'll have to take out. This is actually a greenskin horde. These are actually orcs, but they're in horde stance. So you know, like in Attila. In Attila, you have the option of, or you have, if you play as Attila, you have to be in horde stance. You don't have a base as such. You carry it with you. That's what these guys are in. So there's one or two maybe greenskin tribes that go into that stance, and then there's Chaos, and beastmen who are always in those stances. And I kind of think they're a little bit... I don't like it as much, the style. Although they have changed Chaos a bit in the last update. I'd like to try them. That's all I can do. But the problem is, it's a bit like this game. To watch it is not necessarily that entertaining. Because it's very stop and start. So I moved a little bit, and that's my next turn. I move a little bit next turn because I don't have much to build up around here. If you're a horde faction, like the Beastmen, like Chaos, or a specific Greenskin tribe, it's very just move it a little bit, go into a encampment stance, end turn. Move it a little bit, go into a encampment stance. It's very stop and start. It doesn't make very entertaining watching, I believe. How are we doing for happiness? Happiness is still really high. Events. I'm still getting the +10 bonus from the event. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Where is it? 3 more turns. Okay, so we won't worry about public order just yet. Let's put things into money and growth. So this on up. Oh, just that. We're a very low turnover though. It's by far the total war game with the most depth in it. So many options, never saw. Yeah, the cool thing. Don't declare war on me, you dick. You're such a dick. The thing is, they were making this game. They've been doing this for nearly a decade, but more a case of war. I don't know if you know much about Warhammer, but Warhammer has 2 versions. They have the fantasy version and the Warhammer 40k, meaning 40,000 years in the future, basically. So it's very sci-fi, future-y, spacey. This is the fantasy version, and the Warhammer was created as a desktop game. I'm really not sure where to go yet. I'm going to have to go and attack them, because otherwise they're going to attack here, and I can't defend. Right, so Warhammer was made as a board game, like a Monopoly kind of board game, back in the mid-80s in the UK. And then they made a second version of it, and it was less than just a board game. You had like more stand-up 3D figures, and then within a few years it would become this board game where you had to buy a whole army of miniatures, paint them yourselves, and for their specific colors, and you were given manuals and guides, and had all these geeky lore videos, and it's probably the most geeky game you could ever play is the tabletop version of Warhammer, whether it's 40k or not. It's crazy. They have like all these weird different, I'll show you a video in a sec, but there's all these weird different types of dice. They've got like 6 different types of dice alone, of different shapes and sizes and stuff that... Ah, crap. He's right there. Can I? Yes, I can. Amazing. Give me that money. There's no money. I can establish an outpost. So Norsca can't capture normal settlements, but provincial capitals or coastal cities that you can establish an outpost with, which might be interesting. I've never done it, but I'm going to raise it for the serpent because I want that mage. Yeah, so there's like 30, more than that, 45 years of, or maybe a bit less than that, 40 years of, no, we don't want that, of history and stories for Creative Assembly to use. Whereas, you know, Attila, there's history, there's story there, but it's very limited. You know, we know roughly what happened, but there's not really much evidence, and there's not much you can talk about. Here, I mean, literally, I downloaded about 80 Warhammer novels. So they have a series of books or novels that are set in the universe, in this place. Just like novels, like stories, like, you know, Game of Thrones type of stuff, but long before Game of Thrones. And they refer to those books and the army books that you would get when you buy the board game. And that's why it took them... Shit, the fuck are gone. That's why it took them nearly a decade to get the game out, because they had to... At first, they had to educate their staff. So they all had to... Those who never heard of it or were not playing it had to literally get into the game, read all of these books, read dozens and dozens of books, army books, buy the game, play it, you know, get a feel for all this kind of stuff. They all had to do that, and it takes a very long time. I've read, like, since this game came out, I've read about... Oh wow, I'm replenishing in the waters here. This is great. which means I could go back. Might do that. I've read, I think, about 8 of the novels thus far. I did stop like 3 months ago because I got too busy. But they're really well written. But it's really interesting to watch the characters and the stories play out and then see it on this. You know, it's so in depth, man. I've never seen any kind of universe that's that in depth. It's crazy. And that's why there's so much content. There's so much content to be had here. Where am I going to go? Which makes this game kind of infinitely expandable. They're never going to run out of content. Alright, mate, calm down. I just want to see who your war is. There's only 2 other factions left in Norsca, so I think I'm just going to take these. And but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to raise a new lord. I'm going to use that lord to capture these places. So you here. Wait, I can get a hero. Okay, I get a shaman. Wait, how can I get a shaman? So these are 3 of the different schools of magic that you can use. So different races can use different schools of magic. The Empire, I think, can use the most types. Vampires only have 2. No, they have 3. Law of Vampire, Law of Death, and Law of Shadows. Here we have Law of Death, Fire, and Metal. Metal's pretty cool. I do like Fire, but I really like Death as well. I'm going to go with Metal because I don't normally use Metal. This guy's traits: extra aura, blind, extra melee attack. I'm not worried about melee attack, so we're going to get him. Okay, so him we can use on the map, but I'm going to put him in my army because it would be nice to have a caster in the army. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to raise a lord. You're fine. To go and capture these settlements that are doing nothing. So are we replenished? We're almost replenished. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe out these guys because they declare war on me like idiots. But if you ever see this game in the sale, mate, definitely get it because I've never played a game that's so replayable. I mean, I can't remember the exact date this came out, but I don't think I've pumped as many hours into any game as this and still not been bored. Right. I've still got a little bit of replenishment I need, so what I'll do is, can I move to 50%? Is that 50? Can I raid? Let's try it. Oh, I think I'm in. I'm in. I can go into a camp and start to replenish and raid them at the same time, so we get money. That's perfect. Oh no! Really? Son of a bitch. This is why I wanted to go back there, because he's going to spread in strength, and I'm definitely not. Shit. Right, what about this province? Okay, this is a 3 settlement province. We'll go and get that quickly before he does. And then we need to beat him in battle and take all of his land, which is kind of good, because if we beat him in battle, if it is him, it's not him at all. Wow. He sent 1 lord there. That's really clever AI. They've improved the AI a lot here. I'm really impressed with the changes they've made to the AI. Because some of the army structures they made were really bad. They really sucked. What can we build? I suppose more of this. Give us more money. So we'll wait till we're replenished. Then we're going to attack their level 3 settlement, which means they've got 3 halberdiers, 3 swordsmen, 2 crossbowmen. I'm not going to be able to attack that. So we'll probably have to wait until they run out of supplies. So we're at war with 4 factions now, which is not good at all. It's really not good at all. Yeah, anyway, Steve, speak to... hang on a second. Destroy plunder. Destroy growth, because I don't care about growth. I do care about money. Let's see if we besiege... See, we've got no chance, but we can wait them out. So 14 turns until they surrender, 8 turns until they suffer attrition, which means that 9 turns we should be able to push in. Now let's keep the money. Actually, let's go with defensive. I'm a bit worried that someone's going to push up out of the middle of nowhere and attack us. This is going up to level 3, so Pack Ice Bear will be fine. I think they can't go round via boat to here. It looks like it cuts off. Maybe it doesn't actually. I'm not sure. They could probably land and walk around anyway. But it's quite a long way away. We'll build it. We've got the money. Yeah, mate. If you speak to your cousin, if he wants to do, I want to do some streaming. I was always using Twitch to stream, and now I switched over to YouTube, as you can see, because it was when YouTube gaming came out, it kind of sucked. It was really laggy, but now it's fine. So if you want to do some streaming of working our way back up the ranked ladder, or at least getting onto the ranked ladder for Company Heroes 2, give me a shout. I'm going to be practicing with Soviets and Brits, I think. Okay, 7 turns. Nothing else I can do. Okay, fine. But the second game looks fucking amazing as well. I mean, the map looks cool. They've changed up the map. There's all these places on the map that are kind of ruins like this. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what they're doing. Probably something to do with the Skaven race, maybe. I know that the big YouTubers like Lionheart or Milk and Cookies, they've already got access to the second game. They're already playing it and streaming with it, which kind of sucks because I don't want any spoilers. Growth or money? Let's keep going with the money. We're not actually getting any money from this at the moment, so where's Trollfjord? Over there. Whatever, let's go with money. So Skaven I think are going to be my new favourite race after the vampires, but I don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch footage of the second game right now because I want it to be awesome and exciting when I play it. I don't want to be like, you know, oh yeah, I've seen the Skaven Doomwheel or whatever it is, and what it looks like and how it plays. I don't want that. I want surprise. Can we take this? Damn it. Need more money. Did they take... Oh, I didn't. Okay, so this goes with these two. Okay. So we'll have a 1, 2, 3, 4th province if we do that. And there's still nothing I can do. Just have to wait. But the Skaven look amazing. Other than that, Lizardmen look like they're going to be pretty cool with some really strong spellcasters, but also some ridiculous melee units and giant units that well, dinosaurs basically. That looks fucking amazing. Yeah, he's playing Germans, of course, but if I play Americans, okay. Yeah, I'm sure he could switch over. It's not, you know, he plays Germans by himself, and if he wants to play ranked and stream, he can switch over. That's my guy there. Why are you there? Oh, okay. He's got to walk all the way around here to get to there. So let's just move him to there for now, and then they can meet later. Right, so out of money, we do have a new French capital, and once we take the Bay of Blades and whatever the next one is, we shall have ourselves our 1, 2, 3, 4th complete province. Not that that means much. We then have to sack this human settlement here. Oh no! This is, oh my god, look at the damage they did. Jesus Christ, that's one attack from one hero unit. I need a werekin. Can I get a werekin yet? I think I can. Yes, Skinwolf werekin. Honourable. Public or line of sight. Diabolic Splendor. That's cool. Extra aura size when attacking. I think leadership's going to be useful when we put him in the army. The problem is now, these guys, they can come down to water. I didn't know that. I'll bring him across and try and assassinate. Mages are generally not good at assassinating. Let's go there. They're not generally very good at assassinating, but melee ones tend to be. It depends on the faction. So vampires, the Banshee's the best at assassinating, whereas the Necromancer sucks, or one of the vampire types, they suck. Even the White King kind of sucks. So I'm hoping it's the same with Norsca, and that the Werekin, the Skinwolf Werekin, will come and assassinate this guy. Because I've had it before where I besiege somewhere and it's like down to 2 more turns before they suffer attrition and I can attack. And they've attacked me so many times, assaulted me so many times, my army's just so weak, there's nothing I can do. Wait, we need to keep capturing. We need to build this up first, actually. Oh, we've got to be careful, because we have a rebellion here if I'm not careful. Let's get that one first. Don't watch the streams then. Which streams? I'm sorry, I'm lost in reference. The problem with this is it takes 30 seconds for that message to get popped up on there for me to see it, or for you to hear me actually. It's a 30-second delay, so I don't know what you're referencing. Probably something to do with nucleic. How are we down? One more turn, they'll suffer attrition. Where's my working? There he is, getting that water. Oh, they can. I didn't know they could come across like that. Sweet. Right, we're invading. Okay, you... Almost. Okay, next turn we'll get it. They're probably going to have a rebellion there. I might have to get a second cheap army there. I'm not sure how I'm going to save that province. Then again, this will be done the second we'll move ourselves back. We should get there before any rebellion occurs. We should be fine, I think. What happened? Oh, I hate it when it does that, when there's no like pop-ups. You don't know it's the end of your turn started. Okay, so they're about to take attrition. We'll wait one turn. God, look at that damage, man. Okay, let's just try and assassinate him. Oh, it's a witch hunter. They're good at assassinating. Okay, failed. Great way to gain experience though for your guys. Like he got 50% experience in one attempt. That was it. We could. Oh my god, look at this damage they've done, man. It's fucking crazy. Let's merge them and put him in there. Boom. Kind of worked out. So we've got a caster in there now. What items has he got? It's the spell, the potion of speed, isn't it? So I'll quickly show you. Don't watch the streams. Yeah, I'm not watching the streams, mate. I've refused because I love it when I play and I get excited. Like, what the fuck is this? What's this new? It's not just like, oh, there's a new unit. It's basically a new skin. It's not. This game is so like each faction plays so differently. You have to really relearn everything to the point where you might not like some. I don't like playing elves. The wood elves in the first game anyway, down here in the forest here. I don't like the way they play. I don't like there's a weird system of exchange of something called amber, which is kind of like a currency for them, and I don't like it. I think it really sucks, so I don't really play them. Right, what was I going to do? I've forgotten. I was going to show you this. So another cool thing you get whenever you have a lord or a hero. So lords are the ones in charge of the armies. Heroes you can put in the armies with lords, but you can't put multiple lords in one army. But what you have is you have the skill tree, but then also the details. So here you can steal armor or win armor by winning battles that have different effects, and you might increase your armor, obviously rating, or defense, or various things. Weapons can have a million different effects. So this one doesn't increase my melee directly, but does indirectly. It's an area of effect. So anyone within 40 meters of him, the Lord, is getting a +8 melee attack buff constantly. It costs no mana. It's just there. It's really cool. We don't have any other options. Talismans are extra things you can have. Enchanted items could be anything from potions to anything, basically, various things. I don't have anything to show you here. And then you have followers, and these are people that follow your army. So I've got a slave dancer, which gives me less recruitment costs and public order. This guy gives me more money for settling, sacking and stuff like that. And you can have up to 6 per lord or hero. So then the other hero I get in here, I can put stuff on him as well if I have them. Oh, I do have them. Okay. Income from posts. I should put that on my lord. That one maybe. That's fine. Wait, there are other lords that have them. You're not working. I'll have that. And is that everything? No. Oh, campaign movement range, definitely. I don't know if that stacks over to the army or not. I'm not sure. And new recruitment for all Norsca Giant, Frost Worm and Mammoth units. Nice. Okay. So that's that. Just to show you that quickly. Let's end turn. The other guy. Let's make him damage. It's leveled up. So we need to sack this place and then raise it and then get back up to the this encampment up, the Varg encampment up here. I think it is Varg encampment. I'm not sure. Before the rebellion hits. The streams, let's see how long it takes. I'll make a countdown. Well, time of that countdown. Okay. what is this? More warriors, increase local recruitment capacity, or minus time for construction. Time for construction, that's interesting. So like these things that pop up every so often, they're unique to each faction. Like I haven't seen that before, where it reduces the amount of time it makes to build something. Yeah, we've got plenty of time here. So let's go with growth. And you, I'm not sure if you got assaulted again. You did. Let's kill this guy. Go on, Wolfie Wereking, get him. God damn it. But now he's nearly leveled, just for those 2 experiences. So let's see how they're doing. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's 1 turn of attrition, and they're down like 25, down to 25%. So this should be an easy auto-resolve. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Siege battles take a while. I don't like to play them that much. Defensive ones can be quite fun, but attacking could just be like a slow process. It doesn't look that good to watch. We do lose a whole unit, but that's fine. Gained a level, got a shitload of cash, and now we're going to sack it for, ooh, 7.4k. Thank you very much. Nice. We've got a load of banners and stuff as well, and we can go into this stance, so we're raiding and reinforcing at the same time. Yes. Okay, so we can up some of these now. Let's up this. Let's up that, actually. That needs it. And let's up that. Make sure it's defended. You can take this. You can't take this. You have to wait. Sorry. Sorry. I misinformed you. This we can up. These provincial capital buildings are important to up because they give you extra public order as well as growth and money. Because I'm assuming that's worn off. We're still plus though. Only +3 now. +7. +4. Okay, everyone's happy though, which is the main thing. Not going to have any rebellions. Rebellions in Norsca are brutal because they instantly attack because there's no walls. So you don't have like, oh, they're besieging me, I need to run back there. I'll get there in 2 turns. It'll be fine. It's not like that. They're just on top of you and it's game over. You lose a whole bloody province. It takes you 4 minutes to read the message which I send, or how does that work? You just get the pop-up. It's a delay. So with any streaming service, we'll often automatically have a delay. Did it enter already? It didn't. Didn't it? No. It has a 30-second delay. So for example, you know, if I were playing competitively, or playing a multiplayer match of this, the person I'm playing against could be watching me live on Twitch or YouTube and see what I'm doing with my units. Oh shit, he's got, you know, a giant load of cavalry units hiding in those woods over there. So he knows to go and deal with them or not to be baited or whatever. So they added a 30-second delay option, which is normally turned on automatically. Right, I want to assassinate this guy, please. For the damn it, percentage chance too low. I have to wait. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn until that's I've replenished a little bit. Yeah, so you hear me 30 seconds after. I'm always 30 seconds ahead of you, basically. So by the time you've typed me a message, I've already talked on about something else or, you know, whatever. So I just have to check the chat every so often, see what people are writing. So this guy's only taken that, which is weird. Is that at war with anybody else now? The dwarves. Go away. Or the dwarves. Right, research-wise, this gives us extra... This is fine. This is giving us public order, which is good. Increased sacking Bretonnian and southern kingdoms. And this is for Empire, Vampire, that one. I think we're going to go for first. Maybe. I don't know. And... Can you assassinate now? I'm still not. I think it's still the same turn. It is still the same turn. Right, let's end. Yeah, I'm just getting used to the YouTube setup of things. It's a bit different to than the Twitch ones. So, for example, if there's, you know, X amount of people watching, it would tell you in Twitch, and you could click on it, and you could see the names of people, so you can see who's watching and go. If it's someone that watches a lot, you can have a chat with them. If you know they're good to talk to. Why can't I assassinate? What the hell? Cult of Horror. So this guy's really good in an army. You can put points in here which give a total of 18 armor constantly in a 30-meter radius of him. And then also this, which gives 18 armor and missile defense. Or you can make them do more damage. 60 melee attack and people around you, or eventually 60 melee attack and a charge bonus. That was pretty good. I'm kind of tempted with that. I thought this guy would be the assassin, but he's obviously not, because normally the assassin perks are here or here. His is over here, and there's only one of them. So that's why he's not actually assassinating people. Let's put... yeah, he's like the Empire captain. Let's put this in... I think armor. I think tankiness is important in an army. Right. Let's wait one more turn, get a bit more money, and then we'll attack. We can put him in the army as well. God damn it. Let's assault the garrison. No, okay. Let's fail assault the garrison. Okay, we've got a new province. We just need money to do stuff with it. So what I'll do is I'll put the wolf working in the army. Oh, you've written something. Strange to know you already said it. Exactly what you say. Now you're answering in the past, which still has to be broadcasted to me. Yes, it is a bit weird. No, I'm not giving you peace. Sod off. I shall raise you in the name of the serpent god. For those who don't know, the serpent gods, or the gods here. So you have the hound, the eagle, the serpent, and something else. Come on, show me. Hound. Come on. Eagle, crow, and serpent. Each of those represents one of the 4 chaos gods, as far as I know. My lore is not amazing. I'm not amazing at this. Searing Doom. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, okay. I like that School of Magic. You go in there now. Yes, so we could just go straight in. They must have breaches, yeah. Their walls only at 97% strength, so I can just walk straight in. It's not really worth playing that one. And we're going to raise you for the... Was it the serpent? I'm doing the serpent, aren't I? Yeah. Nice. Nordland are now extinct. Thanks to me. Get a raiding stance. Hopefully that'll give us some more experience. And we've got a bit of cash. So let's up here because this is in need of some TLC. And then we've got to find the Lord of the Wintertooth faction and kill him, because I don't want to have to capture raid. It'll take too long. I've got to deal with the south. What are my objectives actually? I haven't actually looked. Attain level 3 allegiance with one of the gods. Okay, I'm working on it. Where am I here? I'm at 24 out of 30, so I nearly got level 1. Destroy the following factions: Wintertooth, okay, the Empire, and Bretonia. It's fine. Pretty easy. Well, I'm not saying easy. What I'm curious about is what's going to happen when Chaos arrives. Because I'm supposed to be alive with them. Oh yeah, back to the Chaos God thing. So, the serpent... No, it's not the serpent. So it's Tzeentch, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and... Christ, I've forgotten the gods. Here we go. Oh, Cain, of course. Bloody Blaze, increased melee attack minus defense. Increased melee defense minus attack. Let's go with the damage. It doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so now... Who are we at war with as well? These guys. Oh, Midden. Oh, that's going to be a lot of money. Is there anyone there? Let me send someone to have a look. I'm not going to be able to attack it immediately. Damn, that's annoying. Okay, we're going to go up and deal with the Wintertooth first, I think. So let's get ourselves over there. You're going to need this. Where's Doomkeep? Oh, it's back there. You're not going to need that. We're going to want some, I think the melee building is going to be important. It's going to be the most used. But this gives me trolls, ice trolls. I don't know what these guys are. The Fimir Balefiend. The Fimir are some kind of race. I'm not sure what they are. I can't see them in the picture. They look kind of humanoid. But we'll go with this here. Although we do have it here, don't we? We have a level 2 there. But what else do we need here that we're going to recruit a lot from? I think it's wise to get that there. And we can get rid of this. Put something else there. So, what can we get? What else what does this do? Recruitment capacity, local capacity allows... Oh, we need that to get the trolls and the frost. Okay. So that might be useful there. We can turn this into this chain would be good. And I think we should get rid of him. Because I just don't think we need the overhead. And that's all we can do. Gotta go sleep though. Alright mate, thanks for watching. Drop a like if you want, and then we'll game another time. Say hi to Nick for me. Okay. So where are we gonna go? Where are they going to be? They're at war here, so they're probably gonna have the main army around there. So let's head up. Let's head up this way because we might be able to take out Fort Stroganoff on the way. Is that Stroganoff? Straghov. Stroganoff is type of food. Come on, sunshine, wake up. Oh, we've got to deal with this rebellion or unhappiness at least. Let's up this. This will increase public order by 1. And that's all we can do this turn. Well, no, we can get this as well. Why not? More money is always welcome. Sorry, I just need to send a message in a different language. 1 second. Oi amore, que horas você vai chegar aqui, mais ou menos? Okay. Okay, so we can up this. Growth, money. This is, wow, this is -6. With is this guy? Is this bastard? Oh, they got 2 of them. Kislev they want to throw down. I kind of don't want to throw down just yet though. I'm not ready. Where's my wolf? So if this guy's not the assassin, who is? I'm not sure. It's going to take too long. Go across the water, you idiot. They're obviously not well known for their intelligence. So it's -6. If I leave there, will it increase? It will. Doubles. Okay. So we'll wait for the rebellion and then we can head down here. Raid en route. Get money and experience. Which one's this? The Tower of this. The Tower of Crack. Oh dear. That's a great name. The Tower of Crack will be our first defensive point against Kislev or incursions from the east. So I need to up that first. Yeah, cheers dude. Yeah, we'll do some Company of Heroes again. I'm getting back into it. I smoke a bit of weed before we play as well, so everything will be chilled out. Reckless travel, minus replenishment rate here. Success, that's quite useful actually. Cautious travel, magic drop chance is interesting. God, this is so different. Magic resistance, 15% for 10 turns though. This is 10 turns. Are we going to be battling within 10? Yeah, we are. And we want more magic drops because we haven't really got much yet. Compared to, say, the green skin one I did. Let's go for them. Go on, get that bastard. Get him. God damn it. You suck, wolf, dude. Right, so let's raid our own... Yeah, okay, we'll raid that. We've got to be within range, though, because there are no walls. They will immediately attack, and if you're not within range, if you're over here, they'll just take it from you. Or raise it, depending on who and where you are. Okay, this... more money. I'm going to listen to an audio now. Excuse me 1 second.
Sei, tô terminando de colocar a roupa e tô saindo. Depende do ônibus, né? Lá embaixo.
Okay. Righty then. We might do... That's Camilla. She's coming over. She'll be here in like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. I might do a stream of Guns, Gore and Cannoli, which is a really fun little game to play multiplayer. It's same screen multiplayer, but it's still pretty cool. So let's let these guys grow a little bit because I like the experience and I want my wolfy dudes to get in my army. Let's go with that, Plague of Rust. Damn it, man. This is definitely not the assassination character. So that other one, the Firmia one, or whatever it's called, they must be the assassins. This place looks fine. How are you doing for happiness? +3 still. Growth. I think we need money. Yeah, your maximum growth. Growth isn't really an issue up here, it seems. It's just money we need. The if we do guns, gore and cannoli, I'm going to try and get her to speak in English, so I don't have to change all my details and language settings and stuff in YouTube. What is this? Against the high snowy peaks, the scouting party has uncovered a dark passage leading to the heart of the mountain. Your shamans say this is no ordinary cave. It's a gate to a void, giving direct access to the chaos energies. Ooh! They say that the gods... They say they hear the gods themselves whispering from within and promise those who dare approach may be granted with new terrible strength. Stronger monsters, plus... okay, so just experience. Warriors... Well, we're not going to get monsters. Although, are we? What building did I build? We could get trolls. I think that'd be worthwhile. Because it'd be nice to have a couple of trolls in this army. I got one already. I get one more cavalry unit and one more troll unit and we are sorted. We don't need anything else. Right, you get in there. Let's wait for them to attack. So how many... That's 10 turns that recruitment is, isn't it? Yeah, so we could... Let's have a look. Where did I build it? Here. No, it wasn't here. It was here. Okay, so we get normal trolls. This we need offering of the slaughter. So this we're going to have to build this thing, which is probably really expensive. Nope, it's 2,000 and it's only 2 turns. So we'll build that next turn. And then we've got time to raise another troll unit, which is going to be +4 vet, maybe 2. Ah, come on. Now? I'm right next to one of your settlements, you douche. Well, it gives me something to do. It gives me something to attack. They're attacking us. We're ridiculously... money. More powerful than them. Okay. So you're gone. What I'll do is, this guy's only in here temporarily. I'll replace him with a unit of trolls. And I'll replace... I'm not sure who else. I don't know. We'll see. Good. Ooh, nice. Because that charge bonus will be epic if it's on him with a mammoth mount. So do... Ooh, 600. That's a shitload of money from raiding from one little settlement. Oh, it is the capital, and it's a... Oh my god, this is a big capital. Look at the buildings he's got. Look at the garrison he's going to have. Oh my god, look at those 2 garrisons combined. Jesus. That might be a one to wait out. Okay, so let's go with that. Alright, so this can give us different shamans, but that's it. It just gives us public order otherwise. Oh, it increases the recruitment capacity, but that's fine. Okay, so here, anything can give us money. That. I've got to not forget about this. He could come up from here. Right, let's end turn. Wolfric leveled. We need to get you tanky. I'm not going to put points in here until we can go straight to the war mammoths. That's at level 18. So at level 16, 17, 18, we'll go like that. Our mage is getting a bit tougher. This guy, I'm not sure what to do with him, whether I should put points here and make him more useful on the map. Assassination would be very useful, but I think I'll stick with this for now. Let's switch up the weapons a bit. So we've got the brass cleaver on him. We can switch up. Actually, we'll do that later when he's on something that actually has a charge. rather than just him. 608 is not bad per turn at all. And that's got to go up as I build those, upgrade those buildings. I've got to be really careful of a rebellion behind me though. Shit. Oh no, it's doing okay. Right, so let's get that there, because that place is going to have problems. And let's go with the happy shack. And then that. We've got one more turn till that's ready. Here, I don't know, should we besiege? Let's just besiege. What? What? Why is that so easy? Hang on a second. So the front line is kind of sucky. It's not amazing. They've got one range unit, or two if you include the cavalry. What is that? Oh, this is the Female Warriors. I don't know what they are. Armored, armor piercing, armor sundering, and they're monstrous, and they cause fear. Jesus Christ. Look at their health as well. I don't want to fight them. Trolls, they have a feral mammoth. See, if I fought this on the map, I think they would kick the shit out of me. I mean, we'd take out these two pretty quickly. With we've only got 3 spearmen now, actually 3 javelin throws. So I'm going to auto resolve this. Oh God, that's beautiful. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And now I'm going to run back to here and get some replenishment going. I didn't make it. God damn it, that sucks. And then we'll go take that next. Well, it's a bit scary with a maxed out level wall. And that, and my shitty army could take them. It's a bit worrying. This could be up, and you just could be up. This would be nice. So this will allow us. Oh, this will get us all the exciting stuff as well. Okay, awesome. That was a nice little sack right there. Morphic's getting a bit tankier. So there's part of me that wants him to be an elite melee specialist, the way he is in the lore, whereby he duels whoever he can get his, whoever he can, basically, the best of the best. And he's not, I don't think, normally on any kind of mount. So I kind of want him to be true to the lore like that, but at the same time, not. I don't know. Right, let's go in here. Just to get maximum replenishment. We've got to, where did you come from? Why are there beastmen up here? It's too cold for you. Let's up this. What do they need so we can recruit these things? Smithy. Ruinous kin house. Now, what is that? Oops. I'm assuming it's here. Okay, our smithy, ruinous kin, dark furnace. Okay, that's fine. We can get one of those once that's upgraded. So what we need is that to be level 2. How many turns have we got? 7 turns. We've got to add in the fact that we need to recruit, and how long it's going to take them to recruit. Okay, so we can get trolls. We're going to wait. What's the difference between a troll and an ice troll? Frostbite. Armor piercing regeneration. Frostbite regenerate poor leadership. So they've got the frostbite ability, whatever that might be. Let's check out what it is on these guys. Frostbite is an intense cold that cuts the flesh and burns. Oh, it'll be here. It's a magic damage. Oh, and okay, minus 52 speed. That's a lot of minus speed there. Jesus. Weakness to fire. Okay, I think that was the thing that was added. Or maybe it's that. Resilience. This unit is immune to fire. Yeah, okay, so it's the fire that seems to have more of a problem with fire than others. That's good to know, because if I've got to fight against that, it's going to be useful to know that. Okay. And turn, oops. We're doing well. This is doing a lot better than I thought it would for my first Norsca playthrough. This far anyway. Thus far. So I think we should take, I don't know, this looks kind of appetizing to me. Who's raiding? Wait, what? Dudes, really? Really? God damn it. We're supposed to be on the same side here. Come on. Alright, well, let's get right up on them and then we'll kill them next turn. This is on -2. This we're going to up. How long have we got? We've got 6 more turns. Okay, so this is going to be built in 1. That's fine. So I'll put the wolf in a different army. I don't think you can have spellcasters as one of the lords. I check it out. I think maybe you can. It'd be good if you can. I do like having a lord that's a spellcaster. I think it's underrated. Oh, come on. I know what we can do. Let's get some out. Go. Just in range. I knew they'd fight. Such idiots. Wow, four Cygors. That army was going to be epic once it was finished. Oh, bit of money. That's nice. Whoa! Look, I've never seen that. Wolf Claw Banner. Terror, Fear, and extra weapon strength. Jesus Christ. That's pretty epic. So now we go to marching stance. Move into range. Murder. I suppose it's got to be on him then. I can't put it on him. Oh, okay. That would be nice on a armor piercing unit like these guys. I think I might steal that. Let's get the Foe Seeker ability, and you. Let's go with the plus armor piercing. That's quite nice. Map wide. Right, so this is ready. This is level 1. So this, we can only get the Frost Worm once we level that up. So yes, congratulations. You can. No, we don't want to charge bonus, do we? I suppose if we go on the Mammoth, we would. Let's think about our army first. So recruit. Nice. Oh, we can get these things. I suppose they replace the Frost Trolls. Are they? I don't know. Okay, let's get one of these and one of these. Then we're going to have 3. Yeah, I think that might work. I'm not sure how we're going to set up this army. We'll have to take him out. That leaves us 1 more space we need to make. Let's think about this. I think one of these berserkers could change armies as well. Can we do that now? Yeah, we can. So if you take him and a berserker, then I think we're good. 2 more. Nice. I can see what these Fimir guys are like. I've got to be careful of rebellions back here, and of course his army, wherever it may come from. So let's get these built up as best we can. And what we'll do once these are recruited, is a 1-turn recruiting? There's 2. We'll head down there. In fact, we can use this guy on the map. Let's use him on the map. It'd be wiser to find his army so we can snipe him and then confederate everything. Getting hungry now. I've got to think about food. I'm doing this ketogenic diet, which is ridiculous in how effective it is, but it's also not that easy. It's one of the hardest to follow. Okay, just go into. Oh, that's raiding, isn't it? Go in there then. I need to upgrade these guys. These guys kind of suck now to have them this late. Not late in the game. Well, it's quite late. It's 62 turns in. Oh wait, this is shaman. I put the wrong person in. Oh Christ! You bugger off. You get in there. Right, there we go. Let's see if we can recruit a shaman lord, shall we? Marauder chieftain, Marauder chieftain, Marauder chieftain, Marauder chief. Yeah, nope. Nope, nope. Except this guy is a Lord of Change, but you have to align yourself with the Eagle God, which I'm not going to do. I'll do that in my YouTube Let's Play, but I'm not going to do it in this one. It's not really much we need. Yeah, that's fine. I have to finish up in a minute as well. I'm going to prep myself for the arrival of Camilla. This one, obviously. Speed, Jesus. Okay, so you... Why are you not... okay. Stay in here, so you get recruitment. Yes, you do. Replenishment, I mean. You... Oh, you're not going to make it. Son of a bitch. Right, you give him those. And I'm going to get him to take that shortly. So, we can now go to marching stance. Head down. No, stay. Just stay within your own bloody province, you pillock. I think I might up this. I can't up this. Okay, I'll up this then. Whilst I've got some cash. And turn. What I'll do is I'm going to take this province and then I'll finish the game. The stream for this episode, but I'll be back on tomorrow earlier as well because I'm probably going to go out tomorrow night. This music's changed. This music feels like one of those songs in the elf lands of World of Warcraft from back in the Dizzy. Okay, so we've got that. What's all this? Melee attack fighting Empire forces, vampires, greenskins, dwarves, Telia, Bretonia. Income from trade agreements. Wait, I can get trade? What? I didn't know I could trade research rate. This is all crazy. Okay, let's just go with the extra happiness, I suppose. Extra public order. We're not going to make it in time, so we'll just move down and go into raiding stance. Get that money. You, though, you can take this. Nice. So our turnover's not amazing, but it never is with Norsca, I think. Ooh, what are you doing there? Assassinate! Come on. You can do it. 5th time lucky. Yes! Amazing. Well done. Cool. How are we doing here? This is level 2. This is still very vulnerable here. I'm not happy this is that vulnerable. But the Kislev has not attacked us, which is great. Which I'm surprised about. Ancestral structures, weapons, research rate. 15 turns. Yeah, okay. I don't mind that. Right, so let's take this. So this might be worth sacking. I think it's worth sacking and then occupying afterwards. Nice. Great trait. A great trait to have. Just occupy. Boom. So we've got a whole province, another one. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 provinces. We need 5, 6, 7. I think it's just 7 in total up here. This I don't think you can get. Now we've got to find our nemesis. Where are you? You're not at the Altar of Storms, which means you're probably at Winter Pyre. So let's go with that. I think a bit of extra happiness is going to be needed there. What does this do? Oh, it increases research rate. Oh, minus upkeep. So that's actually really useful to have in every province. It's really useful to have. So this is going to want this, and this. Nice. Our mage is doing well. They get up to a chariot. That's quite nice. I kind of like mages on chariots. I know they're not exactly melee people, but it makes them just a little bit scary to attack unless you're moving in with a couple of high level flying units or something, because even when they're running away, they're doing damage to you. I've got to get rid of those guys. They're causing all that unhappiness there. That's the problem. Like that. Right, we're going to end the stream there, I think. It's been a good run. I've done very well. I'm happy. Bit of education for the watchers as well. Well, Stephen mostly. Norsca. But it was fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Take a look at the channel, my YouTube channel. I've not got a huge amount on there at the moment, but I'll make more in the not too distant future, and we'll continue this stream most likely tomorrow. So I'll see you then.